Yeah, had you guys went through it?
So I didn't went to it.
That's what. Nah, you guys are not going through that links and those processes, because if you guys are going through it, it is more beneficial. Okay, still I will cover it again. Today we will be covering more about the reforms which are there in election reforms, which we have covered yesterday also. Some good reforms still are left out or need to talk about, uh, and then we will switch on to the evaluation of your own assignment. But this will be done by you guys first. Our internal member, she has actually evaluated, but she is not there. She has an own commitment, so that is why the, we will ask her to come in and give her evaluation report accordingly. But we will cover it today. Your record on that, how you are actually assessing the other students of assignment. Uh, uh, I'm just starting for the day, that is the election reforms of India, and going back again to the era of 1947, where India got the independence. And you might be knowing that uh, up to 1947 to 1950, a different structure was working in India. And in year of 1950 or 51, we get our constitution. But during this particular phase of 3 years or so, what was the structure or what was the method which was running to run a government? Do you have any idea about that?
So would you please repeat it?
Between 1947 up to the implementation of the constitution,
Yes, sir.
we were following certain other format actually to run the government. What was that? Okay, the moment we got independence, uh, we didn't get the constitution. Okay, this you all know.
Yes, sir.
And who was our prime minister at that point of time?
So the deputy prime minister was Sardar Vallabh Patel, and the prime minister was Pandit Nehru.
Okay, is he the elected prime minister at that point of time?
No, sir,
No,
he was
sir.
elected.
Huh. So what was that system which was working actually? If you have any idea?
I think that the Congress had internal elections that who will be the prime minister after the independence. So that election was not general one, but it was internal elections conducted by the Congress party itself.
Okay, and why the Congress only should had that particular event?
So because I think that the Congress party was having majority of members in the Constituent Assembly. The maximum representation of the members was from the Congress party had a maximum representation in Constituent Assembly. That is why they were having authority to do so. That's what I think.
Huh. The reason behind that Congress was actually, or Congress head person is sitting as a prime minister of India, was the same, because just uh, before independence we were having one of the election, and on that particular election, Congress uh, got maximum number of seats, and the Muslim League was the second party to get that runner-up seats actually. But here I would like to introduce you that we were following a system since 1947 to 1950, which was called as a federal parliamentarian system, a constitution which is headed by a monarchy in the sense, uh, up to the implementation of the constitution, this was actually headed through the kings of the uh, through the kings uh, as an head, that is monarchy system, and the representatives of the kings will be the governor generals and the prime minister. This was the pattern that followed up to the implementation of the constitution. Sooner we get our constitution, uh, this was abolished, but between this 1947 to 50 or 51, or until, I must say that until the result of the elected election, actually result of the election, this system was there. And between this particular time, we got two of the governor generals. Two governor generals were there who headed our country, and one of the prime minister. Of course, the prime minister stays post that particular format too. Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji being the prime minister at that particular time also, and he stays up to 1962. He was there as a prime minister of India. But who are those two governor generals? Can anyone say the name?
Sir of India.
Huh.
Sir of
The
independent India or of
independent India.
uh,
Okay, let me give you the names. First, after the independence, this particular system was there, and Lord Mountbatten was the first governor general actually. And after Mountbatten, C. Rajgopalachari was there. He was actually heading as a governor general of India. But each and everything was going through the hands of prime minister. President was not there at that point of time. Once we get our constitution in place and we get the election results in there actually, then president and the prime minister had taken over, okay, their positions. This you all got, this you should remember actually, that between this particular time, the time frame of 3 years or so, this was the system actually. Okay, so got it. This is actually a history of our constitution and history to our election commission actually. Okay, now okay, do you know anything about the symbols, election symbols of India? And if you know anything or any story about the symbols of the parties, do share or do speak on.
Sir, I think without a symbol, no party can be formed because the symbol denotes the party itself. So it will help the people to know to which party whom they want to vote. They can vote easily with the help of that symbol.
Hmm.
Because sometimes it is difficult in India that people are not literate, that not are not educated much. So, sir, they go through the symbol only itself.
Hmm. Any other or any
and some
other?
symbol basically whenever the party is having a symbol. So what I read, I think before 2 to 3 years. So the party needs to publish that particular symbol in the newspaper, so the people can also raise their any concern if they are having with that particular symbol.
You know why we are using symbols actually
So,
associated with parties?
so I want to say something.
Yeah, please.
So also symbols can also represent a party, like because no other party can use same symbols. So if there is lotus, then we know that the party is BJP.
BJP.
And similarly.
So uniqueness will be ensured basically by symbol.
See, there can be so many candidates having a name of Alok, okay, or there can be so many candidates having a name of Zohaib, Purnima, Sriyans, okay, and people might get confused out of this, because if we are using the names in the ballot papers, there might be the chances that the right person or the right choice is not being selected in the election. Just to avoid this particular instances and get a clear identification of the party, make a uniqueness to that particular party or the individual, they are going with a symbol. Either you fight an election as an representative to any party, or you fight an election as an independent representative, but still a person or the party requires a symbol. Okay, without symbol you cannot fight an election. There was something going around, some fights are going for uh, the symbol, uses of the symbol for the parties, like some stories are for BJP also, and some is a very recent story where both brothers were fighting to use the symbol of Bihar, uh, election actually? What was that fight? If anybody can say,
So fight between
yeah, Alok, please come in. Fight between two brothers in a same using the same symbol. What was that? Or the siblings?
sir, I'm not aware about this.
Who is the son of Lalu Prasad Yadav?
Tejasvi and Tej Pratap
Tej Pratap. And what they were fighting for?
for the election symbol.
They are fighting for election symbol also. They
Okay.
both are going for a different parties, and both of them are saying that this actually symbol belongs to me. One is of course in the footstep of Lalu Prasad Yadav, and second one is not. But both are the son of the Lalu Prasad Yadav. Now both are actually demanding that okay, this is my actually symbol, and this fight is going around. You can go through the recent news of this particular uh, event actually, and both were fighting on this. There was one more incident for BJP party. Uh, Once BJP party but get formed actually, and they choose the election, they choose the what you call symbol of their party as lotus. So much countries controversies were going around that they cannot choose the symbol of lotus and all and all. Why it was so? Do you have any idea? That BJP is going with the lotus symbol and other parties were actually objecting it. Why it was?
Because sir, lotus also represents some of the religious feelings and thoughts in our Hindu dharma.
Or lotus means what for India actually?
Sir, it is national flower also.
So using national flower as a symbol, people were objecting. They are already actually misrepresenting their stature to the people, and that is why they were actually requesting election commission that don't give this particular symbol to this particular party. They were not against BJP actually. They were saying that let lotus be not the symbol actually. They were fighting for this. They were not fighting for BJP actually, or they were not against BJP. But they got this particular the permission from the Election Commission of India that they can use this particular um, symbol actually. Um, I need to share one more story which usually we don't know. Uh, you might be knowing or you might be not knowing about this, that Chief Election Commissioner or Election Commission of India is actually preparing uh, so many artworks for this thing, what you call election symbols. And yearly basis, they are sharing what all those symbols are there, which is not been allotted to any of the party. And if anyone is interested to take that particular symbol, or any independent candidate is interested to take that symbol, they can take on and use on that particular symbol. Somewhere 100 plus symbols are actually already been floated in various modes and media, that this has been uh, uh, framed by, or this has been actually developed by officials of Chief Election Commission or Election Commission of India, and do use these particular designs or these particular symbols. You know who is the man behind this actually? The man behind all these symbols, which is actually given by Election Commission of India, is Mr. Sethi Ram, MS Sethi. Okay, he keeps on drawing actually various symbols using whatever the things are there, whatever the common things are there, like buckets, like broomstick, like spoon, like wheel, like cartwheel, and all and all. So he keeps on drawing this particular thing, and using that particular art or using that particular interest, he said this thing that sir, we can do this thing. And Chief Election Commission and Election Commission of India uh, agreed to his view that okay, let us uh, prepare certain designs and share it to the parties and to the individuals, so that they can use this particular symbols. So the person behind this is Mr. MS Sethi, and he got he got a good recognition out of this, and his work is actually already been uh, appreciated by various government officials and government departments. So that is why I have shared this thing to you, that you guys should know about him. Okay. Uh, okay. Do you guys know what activities or what other things are actually going around for Divyangs or the disabled peoples? Is there anything which is actually, or you guys know about what all those activities election commission is doing for them, for Divyangjans or disabled students or disabled people? What all those activities they are doing actually?
Sir, they're ensuring the facilities so to they ensuring the facilities so that the young people can give the vote in the more convenient manner.
Yes, sir. So this time I've seen, sir, in my area, sir, there are certain people that are appointed for the people who are Divyang can be brought up to the polling station so that they can vote accordingly.
Any other stories you would like to narrate, how election commission or election commission officials are supporting these disabled students or disabled citizens, of course? There is one person actually, he is from Delhi, Dr. Satyajit Satyendra, Dr. Satyendra Singh. Okay, he keeps on writing about this, that and he keeps on writing how the election commission can be inclusive for these Divyangjans or for these disabled, and also for elderly students or elderly, not elderly students, elderly people actually. Okay, he keeps on interacting. He is actually the ambassador for Delhi government also, for inclusive, for creating an inclusive environment for elections in Delhi itself. And he keeps on writing to various departments and agencies that how an inclusive environment can be taken on, like support can be given, making a ramp in various bus stands, various railway stations, even while boarding the buses, even while getting down from the buses, even the airports, even these types of places. He keeps on giving his input to the government and the departments. And he is only the person who has given proposal to government of India, that is Election Commission of India, that there should be some specific design in the website is should be there, so that all the Divyangjans or all the disabled people, they can actually get the support. And there should be a special page in uh, uh, ECI website. There should be a special page, and each and everything shall be written, and the nodal agencies shall be written, those who are taking care and those who are supporting for the Divyangjans. Okay, because of only the Dr. Satyendra initiative, this has been taken care across India, of course. It's not only for Delhi or for Delhi government they are doing, across India they are doing. Uh, do you want to know anything on that? Do Google about him, Dr. Satyendra Singh. You will come to know. He's a very famous personality, and he got various awards and accolades for these initiatives and for this support given to them. Yesterday we were discussing about remote voting, and I have given you the format how we can do it. Uh, do you have guys have went through or to Google about it, that what exactly India is going to do it, or what we are planning to do? Did you have any idea on that?
Sir, on which topic?
On the topic of remote voting.
Remote voting. So is they going? Are they going to implement a new scheme?
They are going to implement a new scheme. Certain pilot activities are going around. Do you have any idea what they are planning for, or how we can do? Suppose you have in hand the technology. Which technology is the best technology to use for making this thing, what you call remote voting? Okay, let us see how you can, or which technology you are actually known for.
So simply we can design an app for it. You have spoken about yesterday that it is beneficial for the NRIs to vote.
Okay, any other suggestion?
But sir, in the app, if we make an app, then only the NRI will be able to use them. So a conclusion should be in that way that many people can use the same. We get the solution for many people, not for only NRIs or not for only people who don't have cell phone or connection.
And so one thing we can do is that, sir, we then we can create a website for it, and everybody can and have its own login ID and password, and they can vote accordingly to the time given them.
Okay. Uh, Khushi, of course, you are right that if still in India we don't have an accessibility to these particular equipments or this facility to all of the people. I do accept on that, and that is why we keep on upgrading, or we keep on updating our solutions. You might be knowing this, that now normal um, phones, without of course this smartphone, now you can do some kind of net banking or so, using the codes, and just sending the codes by the SMS you can do certain activities. The same format actually government of India is trying to do, but they are going to use the blockchain technology here. Why blockchain technology? Can anyone say on this?
So because blockchain, if we are using blockchain, so it will not be prone to manipulation. Voting will not be prone to manipulation.
Okay. What blockchain means to you actually? What is the structure of the
Blockchain,
blockchain?
what I understand is that so whenever there's a kind of secret conversation, secret transaction, and only two people are able to look at that, and then not the other. So that's a blockchain technology.
No, Alok, you are saying just opposite to it actually. The blockchain technology, in the blockchain technology, what is this that? Suppose you see, this is Alok, this is Priyanshi, this is Dipankar, this is Khushi, and this is Alankrita. If you are going to use a blockchain technology, these all will be called as a blocks. Okay, and they all will be collected in a chain. So just if Alok is doing some activity, other five will come to know, or other four will come to know that Alok is going to do this. Likewise, if Dipankar is doing certain thing, other four will come to know that this is going to happen. Using the same technology, Government of India, Election Commission of India, person and nodal point, and uh, XYZ, implementing body or the supporting technical hand. This all will be in a blockchain. The person will actually, I'm just giving an example how it will be get implemented, or how this will work. This particular person will get a login ID. Dipankar will get a separate login ID password, and each of the people will be having a separate login ID. But activities, or the initiation point is different for different people. And what Dipankar is doing, Priyansi cannot do, or Alok cannot do, or Khushi cannot do, or Alankrita cannot do. So it means Dipankar will walk into his this particular mobile set, use the mobile set, log in using the password, login ID and password, give a vote to it. Election Commission official will see, okay, voting is being done. This is okay to it. People and other officials, those who are watching, they will also say, okay, this is done. Presiding officer, just take a consideration that presiding officer is there, polling agent is there, booth agent is there, and a police person, a law person is there, and the voter. So five people are there. Voter actually logging into that particular forum or that particular platform using the blockchain technology. He or she is giving the vote, and others will monitor it. If others are okay for it, all will say okay, yes, 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 and that becomes a vote actually. Using this particular technology, they are going to do. And IIT Madras and that is IIT Chennai actually is developing this particular, or they have developed actually this particular platform and trying to go for it, or trying to go for a pilot project onto this. Now you tell me, what is your suggestions or what is your ideas into this?
So, but if we talk about so for blockchain technology can be complex for the illiterate people.
Come again.
Blockchain technology can be too complex for the illiterate people.
So for them, just see what we are going to do. For them, what we are going to do is, we are just giving them a facility to use their own phone. That is their own phone, using one of the code. Some numbers will be there, and they will be using that particular number using their phone, and then they will send it to this particular uh, platform for the voting. Okay. So a basic mobile phone can do actually. They will integrate this particular technology with that basic phone too, because each and every person is having a basic phone at least. Even they are saying that there will be some nodal agencies too, where people can walk in if they don't have a facility in their hand, then they can actually walk into that particular place. That is what the government's plan, or that is what the pilot program is, or pilot project is going around. Okay. It's a two-way system where they are saying that okay, the person can do it of their own if they are having a mobile in their hand, or if they don't have the mobile in their hand, they can visit to any of the center which has been given at that point of time. It's a basically a pilot project, but yes, very effective it will be if it will come in future.
So, but that's the problem that the majority of people are not having cell phones and that was smartphone.
They are not going for a smartphone. They are going to integrate with a basic phone. They are not at all going for a smartphone actually. Okay.
Okay, then it can be a then it can be a good thing, sir.
Uh,
If they're able to do with a normal phone, then it will be very beneficial.
that's what they are trying to do. They are trying to integrate that particular technology with a basic phone, not the smartphone, because around 60% or 70% people don't have an this thing uh, smartphone in their hand. Okay, that is why. By allowing NRI to vote, are we giving them partial status of double citizen? Uh, Sivang, and
So by allowing NRIs, we are giving them dual citizenship.
that's what actually Sivang is writing.
Yes, sir.
Sivang,
Yes, sir.
what do you mean to say by this? Tell me first.
Sir, I mean to say that they are living in another country, and India's issue, they can't know better than Indian citizens. So why they need to vote?
Huh?
See, they are citizens of India, so actually they are having a right to vote.
Sir, but the Constitution of India doesn't allow to possess a double citizenship.
Who is
Yeah, but
giving
they are
them?
not acquiring. The NRI means the person who is having citizenship, but he is living in foreign country. It is not about dual citizenship.
Alok, just reframe again and tell them actually, if we are saying that NRI, a person is an NRI, it doesn't mean that they are not the citizen of India.
So it basically means that they are living. NRI means non-resident Indian.
Indian, they are not staying here.
Yeah,
And
they're citizen of India only.
Look, they are the citizen of India, but what if they get the what we call citizenship there in other country? Then what will happen?
Yes, sir, that's what I mean.
The moment they acquire the citizenship of the country, the citizenship of India will get terminated. Then naturally they will not be allowed to give vote.
Okay, now that means till then they can vote, else
Yeah,
they will not.
yes, you
see,
for example,
India don't go for double citizen. See,
yeah,
it means the moment you become a citizen of UK, the moment you become a citizen, permanent citizen, okay, God, make it a point, permanent citizen of that particular country, then only you will not be actually representing yourself for voter, as an voter. Okay. Until that time, you will be counted as a citizen of India. and you will be the part of election system. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Alok, there is one uh, uh, just just to connected to this particular issue. You know that all NRIs, those who are actually staying here, are not staying here. They are those who are staying outside. They are not paying. There are certain number of NRI. They are not paying even a single penny to India as in tax, and there are certain people those who are paying the taxes to India. Why it is so?
Sir, actually, they are yes, they are living in not in territory of India. Then how they will be giving the income tax?
Uh,
So
no,
it
what
doesn't.
is the eligibility criteria for paying the taxes? That is income tax in India.
So I don't know I don't know exactly, but only thing I know that the slab, your income must be within the slab.
Okay, but there is one eligibility to that. If you are staying in country more than 180 days, 180 days or 175, some certain number of days are there. Okay, if you are a citizen of India and you are going to stay in this country more than that specific days, that is either 175 or 180, it is so, then you need to pay the tax. Or otherwise, if you are not staying more than that, or if you are staying just below to that particular days, if you are staying up to 179 days, then you need not to pay the taxes. This I think you might be knowing this, or you, if your guys are not knowing, just make a note of this, that there are certain considerations on this for paying the income taxes. I am talking the income taxes which is paid on the salary. Okay, I'm not talking about the taxes which is paid on the commercial activities or so. But for the salaried person, this is the condition. Okay, there are certain some of my good friends are there, those who are in merchant navy, and they stays for a long, more than 6 months or so. So their income which is there actually, which they are getting, that is not deductible under income tax. That is why I'm saying, sharing this particular insight actually. Now coming to the types of voters, there are two types of voters, uh, uh, other than those which are actually going and giving the votes. I'm talking about either the proxy voting or the ballot voting actually, or the postal voting. Usually, for the postal voting or the ballot voting, there are two types of voters, that is service voters or the classified service voters. What is this service voters?
So the people who are, for example, a public servant, they are public, they are members of election commission, they are member of police, they are working for police in police. Or that's how I think. That's the meaning of public service, service voter. What I think.
Yeah, the people those who are in uniform, I must say, the people those who are serving to the country, like in defense, army, navy, air force, paramilitary forces, uh, uh, forces coming under home ministry, and officials, those who are actually uh, working, that is election commission of India, and other government officials, those who are actually working across India in different parts, although they might be the resident, or they might be having a residence proof in different states, but being into the government of Indian service, or being into the this thing defense services, they are not able to actually cast the vote. And these types of people are coming under the category of service voters. And once the service voters, they do actually vote, it's not that they are not going for voting. A separate what you call uh, postal uh, paper is actually going to their offices, and they are opting as per their choice, they are opting it and sending it back through the uh, uh, postal mechanism, through the post office and all. They are sending it back to the election commission of India, and that particular vote is being actually counted also. But there are certain other voters, types of voters coming under this, which we call it classified service voter. What is that actually?
So sorry, could you please repeat?
Uh, what is the who all are coming under classified service voters?
So the people
Okay.
who are working for armed forces, I
No, no,
think.
no. Armed forces are coming under service voters. Okay, you don't have an idea. Classified service voters actually, it's a type of proxy voting. They
So that
are
means the member of raw and like that.
member of.
The raw.
No, no, no. Of course not. Not. Raw is also coming under Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so they all are coming under service voters. They are not coming under classified service voters. There are uh, uh, there are actually this is not permitted, but if this this will be getting permitted by government law or law of India, then they will be called as a classified service voters. Means a proxy voting will be there in place. Proxy voting again. Yesterday also I was discussing that they will authorize some other person to give vote as per their view. Okay, although it's not permissible, but it's been defined that there will be two categories, that is service voters and classified service voters. And if at all we need to go for a although service voters are already in place and the votes are counted, and because our proxy voting is not at all permissible in India, then we cannot take into account. But this types of voting is also there across globe, that proxy voting. Okay, so you guys should know about it. Only thing, one thing is to be maintained whenever we are taking a service voters are coming. These voters or the number of votes are being counted at last. Okay, this is the last part of that particular list in the voter list of the constituency. So at any point of time, at any point of or at any center, if you visit and see the voter list, the last set of people will be actually the service voters, and they are sending it through the post office ballots. Okay, their votes, they will be casting this particular thing through post offices. Got the idea of it?
So I'm not able to understand. So would you please repeat once more because I'm not
See,
able to get.
the people, those who are coming under service voters are the people those who are in defense or in coming under home ministry. Okay, it means they are serving in different states, but they are the resident of one of the state. Okay, the moment uh, they get the postal ballot in their offices, they need to fill it, that particular postal ballot, and send it across to the Election Commission of India or to the given address. They are sending it to the given address, and the names of these people, the names of service voter will be in the names of that constituency. But this will be at last, this will be kept at last and counted at last. Primarily the list will be for all those residents, those who are actually not coming as a service voter. Just uh, for example, in a list of people, those who are actually coming to vote, there is a list: A member, B member, C member. So the C member, I'm just giving an example. So the C members will be the members who are coming under service voters in that particular constituency. Got it? And their votes will be counted at the last, because those votes are not there actually at the point of election or at that center of the election, but they are actually accountable. So while counting, we are counting whatever we got in, and we are also counting that those service voters if we get in the responses from different people of that particular constituency. Okay, got it, Alok?
Yes, sir. I got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Alok, tell me, is there any occasion that we are going uh, uh, are we using any app during election time?
During election type apps, my government. So I think the name of the app is my government.in. ऐसे कुछ था.
Anything, any other app which you guys know about? Any app we are using? Okay, you guys don't know about the app. The app is C Vigil. Okay, what is the app?
C Vigil.
C Vigil.
It
Uh,
is CEI
C
mobile app
C
for election.
C Vigil. VIGIL. Capital C and then Vigil. VIGIL. Okay. This particular app is actually this particular app is monitoring the activities uh, 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 activities of the people, those who are actually asking the support. Suppose somebody is actually giving a complaint to Election Commission of India, so that's been recorded in that particular app, and officials of Election Commission of India need to reply or respond to that particular request or the complaint. So for that reason, they have actually framed this particular CVGIL app, and states like Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, Mizoram, they have used this particular app before the elections in their states. Other states are also following, but primarily these four states, they have used this particular app. More than this app, there is one portal also, that is Samadhan portal for elections and Sugam portal for elections. Samadhan, of course, by the name you can identify that this is giving a support or solutions to the people. Suppose they are not getting their voter card, or they are not getting uh, uh, their name, they are not finding their names in the voter list, or they need to edit the voter card. So these types of supports has been given through Samadhan. And Sugam, of course, they can raise their voice, or they can raise their complaints that I'm not getting this support from my BLO, from my uh, uh, this thing, uh, by the election commission. I'm not getting on my. I'm trying to actually upgrade my voter list, or I'm trying to actually switch my place from one place to another, from one state to another state, or from one city to another state. I want to switch my name in the voter list, but I'm not able to do. So with using Sugam and all, you can get the responses, and you can get even now we have, and we are, I think election commission is every now and then they are actually sharing the helpline number also for that. So this is how uh, election commission is coming up with certain solutions and the reforms in election. Yeah. And when any queries on that?
No, sir.
Okay. Uh, okay. In India, vote is accountable, or not only in India. This vote, a single vote is valuable. Can you narrate any incident on this?
So
A
what we should
sing
do?
Sir, by one vote, Atal Bihari government was fallen in the
uh,
parliament.
by one vote, the government actually get fallen during the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So
Hmm.
you can see the importance of one vote. Any other story which you would like to share? Any other
Sir,
story?
there's a very funny story from UP only. So when the person was contesting local level elections for the Pradhan, so he only got one vote, and one vote was given by himself only.
Ha. Good, good.
So he was very disappointed that even his father and mother didn't vote for him.
Suppose you're, but actually, we are giving permissions to people to go and actually this thing. What do you call? Uh, we are actually allowing people to contest the way these particular elections. But at least some support or some criteria should be there. 500 number of people are supporting to him, or 1,000 number of people are supporting to him, then only he or she should become eligible. Otherwise, he actually he uh, uh, I must say, if he is not getting a support of even the 5 members in the family or the 4 members in the family, then this is my personal view, of course. You guys can differ on. It is a time wastage, and it is a wastage of the money also for India. So, but of course, this has been given, or the eligibility, this particular preference is given to all of us. It's good. I would like to narrate here one story. In 2008, there was one famous election was going around. Uh, the person was CP Joshi, and he became MP also from that particular place after that. But in the initial start, in the year of 2008, CP Joshi lost election because of the one vote, and very surprising to see that he lost the election, that is MLA election, by one vote. But his own wife, his own son, and his own driver, they were not there, and they have not participated in the election. They were not actually, they didn't cast their vote. If they might have used that particular power, actually, their father, their uh, head, and their husband will be the person who is winning, actually. So just seeing the one vote, or the value of one vote, is very crucial, is very important, like 1 second win for any sprint runner. Okay. And there is one good story. A good story, of course, means huh, there is one comedy show coming, Swing Vote, in the year of 2008 also. The same year when CP Joshi lost his election, there was one story. This is an American comedy. Uh, this is based on how one vote can actually matters, or how one vote can change the complete scene of any of the election. And the series, or the serial name was Swing Vote. So you must go through this particular series, Swing Vote, how the changes have occurred, and how the person actually gone and actually raised his voice that I will be going and contesting in this particular election, and because of one vote, he lost, actually. Uh, okay, Alok, is this in India, is the voting is compulsory or not?
No, sir, it is not compulsory.
Which country this voting is compulsory by law? Any idea?
US,
Any idea?
the US.
No.
So it's an European country or an
It's
non-European
in
country?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia has made voting compulsory by law for all. Okay.
So the person who doesn't vote in Australia will be penalized.
This is good, na?
So it's a good for literate states, not for people who are not for India, because still there lack of awareness.
Lack of awareness? No, no, no. See. How we can say that lack of awareness? We are very good in actually discussing about the election. Huh, Sivan?
Yes, sir, you are correct.
In India, we are very good
Yes,
to
sir.
discuss around for the elections. चाय
Yes,
पे
sir.
चर्चा तो आज से नहीं हो रही, बहुत साल से हो रही है. ठीक है.
सर
So we
वोट
are.
सेल कर दिया जाता है ना,
हाँ.
वोट वोट सेल हो जाता है कभी कभार।
हाँ, that is the problem. Okay, and इसी का मतलब okay. Uh, do you guys know anything about Rule 49.0?
Mm.
What is this Rule 49.0? Okay, what is the background of Nota actually? You know the background of Nota?
So yes, sir. Yesterday you told that in 2009 the Election Commission gave the recommendation that the nota should be there. In 2004, 2013, the Supreme Court accepted PIL, and they said the nota should be there in elections. And for the very first time, we made it possible in 2014 general elections.
What is the actual background to this? Why they were fighting for Nota to be there?
Sir, because what I think that people want, so there should be a kind of fear among the political parties that if they don't put a competent candidate, then they might lose the election.
Sir, if the percentage vote of Nota is greater than other or leader contesting the election, then re-election would happen.
It happened actually. There are the instances when this happened actually. In India also this actually occurred. Okay. I'm just giving why I have said or why I have mentioned this Rule 49.0. There is one rule in Election Commission that suppose if some person is identified or there's some person is been identified by Election Commission of India, and his name is there in the voter list, and he reached to that particular site on the election day, then also actually he may refuse to vote. And once he is refusing to vote, that is to be endorsed in the register. Okay, this particular provision was there until we were using EVM machines. Once the EVM machine came in, this particular provision was not there, the Rule 49.0. Okay, and that is why people came and asked that earlier we were having this provision, but once we are actually or our technical intervention is there, a technical support is there now, with a single click we can opt in. But what was the option previously was there in hand, although no one was using it or no one was aware about it, but that option was there, and that was option was in form of uh, in EVM it is in form of nota, but previously it was called as rule 49.0. The Rule 49.0 states that elector may refuse to vote after he has been identified. But earlier this provision was not there in EVM, and this actually followed nota in EVM. Okay, so this particular system was there, although we were not exercising it or people were not aware of, but the people, those who are actually the policy makers or those who know about this particular provision, they fight for that earlier. If the provision was there, why not now? So let us have a nota in EVM2 or using a nota in EVM2. Okay, which is the another country which is following the same system, that is nota, vote against all candidates? You know any other country which is having the same system? While going through the background of this nota, I came to know that this particular provision was there for in the country Russia also. They have the option of vote against all candidates. Okay, so two good things you came to know, that Australia is the country where it is an punishable act, or this is lawfully actually the law has been made for all to actually vote, compulsory for all the people over and above 18 or as per the eligibility criteria of that particular country, those who are eligible, they have to vote. Okay, Australia and the Russia is the country which is following the similar pattern, what is called as Nota. Okay, and okay, two more reforms which I went through, and these two are one is very great actually reform. Okay, can we integrate any ministry or department to register our voters? What we are doing now, presently, what we are doing? What is the practice to register voter in India? Is I'm audible to you all?
Yes, sir, you are.
How we
Sir,
are
through
doing?
Election Commission website, we register for voters registration.
Okay, this is of course the new those who are aware of. Otherwise, what we are doing? What is the general practice to register any voter? Hmm? How
So
we are?
some of the
The
people come
general,
to our home for that form and asking for people for
Ha,
registration also.
basically we contact a BLO first.
you contact the BLO or BLO is coming to you?
Sir, we contact the BLO because
No,
sir, we
it
are
is not.
sir,
Zoeb,
but yes, sir.
this is not the case. What Priyansi is saying, that is the correct thing actually. See what India is doing, or country like of us, what we are following or what we are doing is in each year, in each year, and two times we are doing this, that we are asking officials to visit the home or do the survey for registering the people in the voter list. BLO, you are uh, because BLO is heading for that particular area. People are contacting to her that okay, please support me. Otherwise, officials they are already coming in each of the 6 monthly occasions. They are coming. They are actually doing a census, visiting each and every house, taken an account of each and every person, those who are eligible over and above 18 years. Please give me the names, please give me the documents, either the Aadhaar card or the PAN card, photo. They keep on doing. It's
Sir,
not new for
specifically
us.
they ask for father's or mother's voter ID card to show the relations, sir, I think.
Of course, that's what they are doing. But this is what the practice is. Agreeing? This is what we are following in India.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What else we can do? Just let this be at place, and what best we can do? What are all other options which
The
we can
best
do?
is that we can, sir, we can go it through online, sir. Sir,
Okay,
because
what is the probability? What are all those chances, or what are the how we can do it? If you're saying online, okay, online is you need to register. Okay, I'm saying that you need not to register. Still, we can actually automatically register our citizen. How we can do it? Any idea?
sir, through SMS.
No. How we can do it? Let this be at place, but still we can do certain. There are some ways by which we can actually integrate that one and make them as a voter or register them as a voter for India or for that particular state or city or town. How we can do it? No idea. Okay. Firstly, let me tell you that uh, Chile and Finland, these two countries are there. Those who are actually opting automatically citizen voters, citizen uh, registration for voters using the citizen population register. Okay, what they are doing is the moment person is registering himself in citizen population registration online system, he or she after attaining the age of 18 becomes automatically the eligible voter of that particular country. There is one other option in US. What they are doing is, if you are if you own any automobile, that is either the bike or the four wheeler, and you are applying for your RC registration, or you are applying for driving license, it means you are over and above 18. You are staying in that particular place. That becomes a eligible or legible document for giving an evidence proof for yours actually presence in that particular area. And what they are doing is, they are not only giving you the RC book of the vehicle or the driving license to you. Automatically that particular person becomes eligible or get registered to the election voter system also. What they are doing is, they are integrating Ministry of Road and Transport or the driving license department, or even the central registry department of the person. Here we in India, we don't have this particular citizen population register. I was discussing about NRC, that is National Register for Citizens. Actually, that NRC is helping in this, but some way or the other, it didn't happen. But we have a unique ID, that is what you call Aadhaar number, and we can very well integrate that Aadhaar number, or we can very well integrate the Aadhaar department, UIDI department, to the Department of Election Commission, and from there we can automatically register our citizens for voters. This is one good practice. In one point of time, I must say India will also start, but I have given you the instances where how US is doing, or how Finland or Chile is doing actually in this. So this way we can do it actually. Got the idea? Hello,
Yes, sir.
you got the idea what I am saying?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Sivank,
Yes, sir.
any other suggestion how we can do it, or how we can do it?
No, sir.
There is one more way actually out. You know, every 10 year we do the census,
Yes, sir.
and
Sir,
if
but
we
this
do,
year it doesn't happen due
huh?
to pandemic.
Due to
Sir, but
pandemic,
yes, sir.
it doesn't happen. This is just a one form of problem area, and this is for a limited time period. We are actually planning to go for a census, and that too online census also. This time India is planning, just because what we did in NRC, which I was actually exhibiting, that we can create so many data, we can create so many packets, and if we can create in one state, that is Assam, we can do it across the India. And that is why India is actually focusing or promising to do the census online also. Although people will be visiting offline too, but we are planning to go for an online too. Once our census is there, and it is every 10 years we are doing the census, and this get acknowledged, or this get registered, if it get registered in online mode, very well I can say that automatically we can plan or integrate this particular census to the voter registration too. This will actually ease on the process of registering the people or citizens in India for election system. These two or three are better reforms actually to make people to come in uh, and register themselves as a voter. Got it? Okay. Can you tell me what actually media is playing the role in this election system? Any idea?
Sir, in election, like election system,
In election system, what is the role of media?
Sir, media help in creating an opinion towards any party, or some of the media channel propaganda is carried on, or
Hmm.
support any party, any ideology by the channel.
Sir, I think the major part of media is to aware people and encourage them to vote.
Yes.
Sir, in election system, according to me, majority of channels are acting as a propaganda machinery for the government, for a particular party, for a particular leader.
So you know how in past actually this media was working. Although today's media is the paid media, and once it is paid media, this will go as per the money which is coming in, or they will talk as per the money what is coming in their pockets. But previously, the media was not the paid one. But what they were doing is all the media houses they were assigned with different constituencies. Officials from each of the houses, that is Times of India, Aaj Tak, Jansatta, or Punjab Kesari. What they were doing is uh, they are actually giving tasks to their executives for different constituencies, asking these people to actually go uh, reach to that particular constituency, speak to the people, uh, but speak to the people post the visit of their members, post the visit of uh, 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 the uh, the people those who are going to run the election, that is MLAs or MPs. The work of those MLAs, MP, they were not talking actually more about their work. Once these MLA and MPs are actually coming or visiting to that particular places, then they are taking the view of those people. Your minister has come, your MP has come, your contestant was there, actually he was talking about this, and what is their your view. And by that particular view, they were able to actually frame out that how the polling is actually about to happen, what is the direction of this pool, or how the people or this particular area people they are going to vote for which person or the which party. Earlier this was happening actually, but as soon as the paid media comes in, uh, paisa do, keep on actually asking or keep on shouting for one party or the second party or the third party. It totally depends upon the money now. But previously, all these media houses, they were not the paid one. They were highly assigned different constituencies. Each executive was assigned for that. They were covering the speeches. They were covering the speeches of the leaders, and they were taking the public opinion then post the speech of those leaders, and based on that, actually they were shooting how the election is going to this way or that way. That was the format actually previously media houses were doing. And yes, uh, today's era, the support of media is more because of the media. Actually, we can create an awareness. Uh, the the discussion about the party or the discussion about the paid media is different, but the support coming through this particular era, actually the technical era, or the support coming through this particular uh, media houses is actually asking more and more people to come in and take the part in that particular election. uh, just closing to that discussion of 2 days, that is election reforms in India. Abraham Lincoln once said actually, the ballot is always the stronger than the bullet. And uh, just to recommend, just to put this thing strong, a tough master election commissioner, Mr. T.N. Session, he sought an solution to the booth capturing. And what was that? What was that? What is the biggest achievement of T.N. Session actually? Can anyone tell me?
So biggest achievement of
T.N. Session. He was the
TN?
election commissioner of India
So in which year, sir?
in year 1990.
Mm, so I need to look after him. I don't know much about this.
He is only the person who asked government of India, who asked election commission of India, let us start EVM machine.
Okay, sir.
Because what is the advantage of EVM machine? Can anyone say?
So yesterday you only told that it will reduce the time
Okay.
and
Sir, it
counting
can't be
more.
manipulated. Sir, it cannot be manipulated.
Convenient for
Change
people.
the numbers.
Huh. Sivank, you are right. Why he said that let us go for EVM machine, although what I said yesterday or what Alok is referring or Zubej is referring is an advantage to it. But TN Session was forcing to actually implement this EVM. Why? Because he was saying that more and more number of cases are there here in India about the booth capturing. And once we go for EVM machine, we can develop a system that no more booth capturing will be there. Why? Because if you see or if you see the functioning of this EVM machine, this EVM machine is having a close security close button, and once you actually off that particular button, post that no one can actually drop in any of the this thing vote. No one can cast the vote, and it will memorize. It will automatically remember. It will save the data, whatever the previous data was there. So suppose some some people are coming for booth capturing, or there are the chances that booth capturing is going to happen. Only thing what you need to do is you need to press that button, the close button of the EVM machine, and then let the people fight for booth capturing cannot be done. This is the biggest achievement what TN session was referring for. And
Sir, I think after the log, sir, no one can. So no vote is
no
counted,
one, no
or I
one,
think no one can vote.
after no one can vote. Once this particular close button is actually pressed, that is security button actually, no one can cast the vote. Okay. And no one can cast the vote, and it will automatically save the previous data up to that particular incident. It will it will count that complete, it will memorize, it will save complete data on that. So it is actually a solution to the booth capturing. Got it? And that is the biggest achievement
Yes,
of
sir.
that is the biggest achievement of our tough master, that is TN session. Why I'm saying tough master? Just please go through uh, go and Google TN session. You will come to know the stories behind him, what he did actually, being an election commission to India of India. There are so many good achievements actually he did, or so many good reforms he did. He was so much strict. He wasn't bureaucratic, of course, by profession, but what he did as an election commission of India, and he fought for the position of president of India too, but because of his behavior or the style of doing, being an election commission of India, parties get afraid of that if he will be the president of India, uh, the there will be so many changes will be there in the reform, in the form of reform in constitution too. So that is why people didn't supported him, but he was a good person and of course a tough master. Any other question? As far as we have discussed about what you call election reforms in India. Now we can start. Khushi, are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
What we will do is you okay. Wait a while. What you need to do is take a paper, write down the names of the person who's actually Khushi will be representing, sharing it here, and in a paper, the first column will be serial number, second column will be name of student, write it down. Third column will be, are you guys are writing it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So first will be serial number, next.
Serial number, second column will be name. Third column will be writing skill. Fourth column will be use of language or vocabulary. And fifth column will be clarity of article for readers.
After writing skill.
First, writing skill. Second, use of language.
Next.
Use of language or vocabulary. Third is clarity for article for readers. Each column will be having on top, you need to write you have to write five numbers to each of the column. Total numbers will be 15.
Sir, how it will be total number 15 because we are having 5 columns, so it will be 25.
Serial number and name will not be the number.
Sorry, sir.
Alok, where are you actually, guy?
Sir, so there was misconception, sir, on my part. Sorry.
Good misconceptions. Huh? Got it? Writing skill, use of language, vocabulary, clarity of article for readers. These will be the 3 columns. Khushi, start sharing that particular.
Yes, sir.
We will do this exercise for half an hour. Okay.
So first, I should open of whom.
You open the first you open the Alankritas because she
Okay,
did
sir.
it. I went through some 11 or 12, but I found what Alankrita did is actually awesome.
Is it visible?
Guys, is it visible to you all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please scroll down. Go up to the last, then I will tell you. Go up, go to the top page, topmost page. This is of Alankrita's now only. Alankrita's assignment. Okay. See, she had used the name of the website which she is going to do. It is a platform that stock the wisdom mind of Hiralal sir on where to stay satisfied exam. In additional places, add his ideas, his strength that made him the character he is proper. He is proper now. He desired to look at the people of his US, USP satisfied and a hit over. However, for accomplish it, there are numerous hurdles and limitations to be confronted. The hurdles at the root of the wholesome through the effects of every person, wholesome existence. See the vocabulary she is using just to narrate what uh, he is doing actually. This should be there. Dr. Hilal sir enlists the organization people as happiness of children, happiness of women, happiness of farmer, happiness through solving water crisis. I don't know whether it's been written in their that particular website or not, but
She had used this that let us enlist the happiness in form of children, in form of women, in form of farmer, in form of solving water crisis, in form of prisoners, in form of students. This is one good way actually to narrate. Uh, 2D web page is of course of the internet site till knowing Hiralal. Again, she is showing that additionally offers lot of satisfactory approximately his dreams, his goals. It stocks uh, turning factor of activities, desires to activate the arena, accumulate electricity to make it happen. He is actually narrating what exactly he has done. Although she might have used whatever it's been written by Dr. Hiral sir or whatever is been written by the website, but the way she is representing is good. Please move on to the next. The historical past of all the content material, films, exposure, advertisement, internet, unexpected extradite. She is actually using whatever is being written in that particular website, trying to use those words only. Okay.
Actually, sir, I read the side by side and just tried to make a compilation article of what was
What?
given in the site exactly.
Okay,
Like,
Alankrita, I would like to know whether those things that happiness for farmers, happiness for students, it's been written in there or not.
sir, it was mentioned in certain pages. I don't exactly remember which pages, but it was mentioned. So I thought of using the exact thing.
Okay. So, so why I'm saying this because once we are saying that the website is off, what is the website? Make you happy. And
Yes,
if
sir.
we do not use the words, what exactly how he is saying that this particular website is make you happy, and what all the solutions or what all the pillars he was talking about or he is working for making people to happy, that needs to be mentioned here. And that is one good thing which I saw you did actually and not others. And on each web page, uh, touch info, humans to percentage, their troubles, all of the systems, internet site appears to be image of a mild. See, she is also telling about how the appearance of that particular page is on the website. The image is mild. Human symbolizes positivity within the heart of the readers. The internet site is mainly for the advent of Dr. Hiral sir. She is trying to do, she is trying to exhibit what this particular uh, website is telling about. It's although it is telling more about Hiral sir, but the way she is actually reflecting. Additionally, his fulfillment stories. Please move on to the next. Happiness of the people. What are the troubles confronted to this? She is associating problem statement to the happiness, to the trouble, to the happiness. Might be it's been used there also, but she is trying to do is. And then the initiatives coming in, Ralegarh Siddhi, Model Gaon, how we can do it, happiness of every person. What we have discussed in our classrooms, Ralegaon Siddhi, Model Gaon, how Model Gaon is actually once Anna Hazare is doing, how he is doing, wow, what APJ Abdul Kalam's wordings on that or thought on that. So she is trying to actually use it. So guys, try to use this particular structure. Okay, and if you evaluate this thing, then you can evaluate others. Okay, based. I'm just giving a template how you can actually evaluate. We have presented a good way. Now what you have to do is here we will not be doing it actually. Close it Khushi here. I was just preferring that we will be doing. It is not possible at all. Khushi, you can close it here. Go to each of the links. Okay. Write the names, serial number, names. Open that particular link. Visualize it, review it, and give the marks and send it to me. That's what you need to do. Okay. Not here. You will take time. You take time for 2 days. On Monday, I will review your markings on this. Although,
So for each and every student, we need to do that.
for each and every student you have to
But
do.
for a personal, we will not do that.
Personal, for yours, you don't do it.
Okay.
Okay. Yours will be evaluated by others. Okay. So it means you will be evaluating for how many are there? 14, 20 total. Total count is
24.
24. So you will be evaluating 23 other candidates. Okay.
So one is terminated, so there will be 21.
21. So you will be evaluating 20. Okay. It will
Okay, sir.
take time, but this will be a good practice how to evaluate others, not self. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Any other query?
No, sir.
Got
And
it?
sir, Monday, sir, please take the class on Naveen Narayan case only, sir.
Okay, that I will take. That will be offline. Okay.
Yeah, definitely,
Probably
sir.
that will be offline. If it doesn't rain, we will take. Okay. I will give complete. I will explain each and every occasion actually on that. I would like to deliver because once the case was on, discussing was going around. When he got caught, we have covered certain things on that. So I will narrate on that how we have covered on that. Okay, what all the things we have covered actually at that point of time. Post his actually arrest, there was an arrest happened in Pakistan also. You might be knowing. Okay, people were saying that India में हुआ तो पाकिस्तान में जरूर होगा, पाकिस्तान में हुआ तो अफगानिस्तान में भी जरूर होगा. So, but I will take on that. Okay. Request all to switch on your videos so that we can have a pic and then we can close the session for the day. Any queries, any suggestions, any questions are there in relation to election reforms in India? Do let me know. Do prepare yourself for tomorrow's presentation first. That is more actually specific because that will be evaluated from external members. Dr. Parvati will be with us and she will be evaluating all the teams. There are preset criteria. I have said to the team leaders what is that particular criteria, and the numbers have also been total. I think 25. Khushi, is it 25 now? Out of 25, we are going to evaluate.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
I've shared in the group.
Okay. So you guys please went through that particular criteria. Prepare yourself accordingly and present it because she is also a professor of one of the university and she keeps on evaluating students like you. Okay, and that is why I requested her to actually evaluate you guys. Although I will also be the part of that evaluation, but her markings and adding on to my markings, we will give the result. Okay, best of luck to you guys for tomorrow, and post that take time to actually evaluate your peers too. Okay, rest I can see only Zuhaib and Priyanshi uh, with a video mode on. Others are actually uh, taking rest. I know weekends are there and you guys are at home. Uh, stay, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy your holidays, and do prepare your work. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to
Thank you,
close for the
sir.
day. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Thanks.